Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex, and today we got something really interesting to dig into. But before we jump into the juicy stuff, do me a quick favor. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update about the Dallas Cowboys player news, injuries, and everything in between. All right, now let's get into it. Picture this: you're the star quarterback of one of the most storied franchises in the NFL. You've faced battles, injuries, highs, lows, and at every turn, fans, media, and pundits are asking, when will you hang it up? That's exactly where Dak Prescott finds himself right now. Recently, he changed his tune on when he might retire, and today we're breaking down what that means for the Cowboys, for Dak, and for you, the fan. First off, let's rewind a little. Over the years, Dak Prescott has been asked again and again, how long do you plan to keep playing? Early on in his career, his tone was more cautious. He'd say things like, "Well, see how my body feels," or "It'll play as long as I can contribute." But that kind of answer leaves a lot of room for speculation, and for fans, speculation is like rocket fuel. It fuels debate, worry, optimism, and sometimes concern that the golden era might be ending sooner than we want. But something's changed recently. In a recent press conference or interview, Dak sounded different. He spoke with a bit more conviction, a bit more clarity. He talked about his desire to keep going, to stay in the game, and to postpone retirement as much as possible. He acknowledged age, injuries, and the wear and tear, because let's be real, being an NFL quarterback is brutal. But he also talked about motivation, passion, and unfinished business. So why does this shift matter? For one, it changes the narrative. It signals to fans and to the team, "I'm not checking out anytime soon," and that changes how you plan your roster, your strategy, and your hope for the seasons ahead. The difference between a quarterback who's maybe 2 years away from calling it quits and on who's eyeing 5 more years, that's a huge difference in how you build around him. Now let me get into some of what Dak actually said. He emphasized that he wants to see how his body holds up, that he wants to continue competing, and that retirement is not an immediate concern. He didn't lock himself into a specific number, but his tone was much more confident. He didn't talk about maybe someday. He sounded like someone still in peak war mode, someone who still sees a lot of football left. That said, we have to factor in context. Dak has battled injuries, ankle issues, shoulder strains, the typical bumps and bruises that come with living in the trenches in the NFL. The Cowboys front office knows this, opponents know this, and defenses count on that. So can he remain durable enough to follow through on this renewed mindset? Also, there's age. He's not a spring chicken anymore. As seasons pile up, recovery becomes tougher, healing is slower, and the margin for error shrinks. Supporting cast, offensive line strength, coaching scheme, all of those will need to adjust to maximize not just his longevity but his effectiveness. Hey, race, where it gets really interesting, how the Cowboys respond. The front office might pause thoughts about drafting or investing in a long-term successor. At least for now, they might double down on improving the offensive line, enhancing protection schemes, getting top-tier receivers, because if Dak wants to play a few more years, they need to give him every tool to succeed and remain healthy. 4. You watching this change in tone gives hope. If you're a Dak Prescott fan, this is a moment to hold on to. It means he's still hungry. It means the Cowboys' plans for the next few seasons still heavily revolve around him as the leader of the offense. And honestly, that's comforting, because losing your franchise QB or even preparing for life after him is a scary thought for any fan base. But it's not without cautions. Dak's words are hopeful, but they're not guarantees. He'll need to walk the walk. He'll need to back that confidence with performance, resilience, fewer injury setbacks, and consistency. If he stumbles, speculation about retirement will creep back and stronger than ever. So let's play a little what if. Dak's renewed mindset is the real deal. He gives us 3 more elite seasons that would mean the Cowboys can compete in the NFC. Lean on continuity, keep building chemistry, avoid the tumultuous transition at QB. On the flip side, what if injuries catch up or performance slips? Then that bold talk becomes pressure. The team might be forced to accelerate planning for life after Dak. As a content creator here on YouTube, we'll be tracking every move, how Dak's arm looks, how he handles training and rehab, how the coaching staff supports him, what the front office does in drafts and free agency, because those signals will tell us whether this change in tone is just words or a declaration. Let me also pause for a moment and ask you, what do you think? How many more years do you see Dak playing? Are you on board with this new tone, or do you still have doubts? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. We'll be reading every single one. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about what's next in our upcoming videos. We're going to dig into how Dak's health looks heading into training camp, what the Cowboys' quarterback depth chart might look like, and a breakdown of how the offensive line additions will protect Dak in these crucial seasons. You won't want to miss those, so if you've enjoyed this deep dive, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with any Cowboys fan who's been wondering the same thing. How long will Dak Prescott keep playing? Let's keep this conversation going. You're a part of this journey too. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alex, and until next time, keep believing, keep rooting, and let's ride this season together.